Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful young girl named Cinderella. She had a heart full of kindness, but her life was filled with sorrow and hardship. After the death of her beloved father, Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters treated her cruelly, forcing her to work as a servant in her own home. Cinderella spent her days sweeping the floors, cleaning the hearth, and tending to every chore imaginable. Despite her difficult circumstances, she remained hopeful and dreamt of a better life. Her only solace came from the companionship of the birds and mice that lived in the house. They would visit her while she worked, singing cheerful songs and bringing her small tokens of joy. One day, an invitation arrived at Cinderella's doorstep. The king was hosting a grand ball in honor of his son, the prince. All the young maidens of the kingdom were invited to attend, as the prince was in search of a bride. Cinderella's heart fluttered with excitement, but her stepsisters only laughed at the thought of her going to the ball. As the day of the ball approached, Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters busied themselves with preparing their extravagant gowns and beautiful hairstyles. Cinderella watched in silence, longing to join them. However, her stepmother insisted that she stay behind to clean and prepare their clothes for the evening. As the clock struck 6 on the night of the ball, Cinderella's stepfamily departed, leaving her all alone. Overwhelmed with sadness, she ran to the garden and wept. Suddenly, a shimmering light appeared before her, and her tears turned into diamonds. It was her fairy godmother, who had come to grant her a wish. The fairy godmother waved her wand, transforming a pumpkin into a magnificent carriage, mice into a team of horses, a rat into a coachman, and lizards into footmen. Cinderella's rags were replaced with a stunning gown made of the finest silk, and glass slippers adorned her feet. The fairy godmother warned her to leave the ball before the clock struck midnight, for the magic would fade away. Cinderella thanked her fairy godmother with tears of gratitude and stepped into the carriage. She arrived at the ball in a whirl of excitement, captivating everyone with her grace and beauty. The prince himself was enchanted by Cinderella's presence and spent the entire evening dancing and talking with her. They danced and laughed together, and Cinderella felt as if she were living in a dream. But as the clock neared midnight, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's warning and hurriedly left the ball, losing one of her glass slippers as she fled. The prince chased after her, but by the time he reached the palace gates, Cinderella had disappeared into the night. Weeks passed, and the prince couldn't forget the mysterious young woman who had captured his heart. He vowed to find her, and so he embarked on a quest to search for the maiden whose foot fits the glass slipper left behind at the ball. The prince traveled from house to house, asking every young woman to try on the slipper, hoping to find his true love. When the prince arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried their best to squeeze their feet into the delicate slipper, but it was in vain. Cinderella's stepmother refused to let her try it on, dismissing her as a mere servant. But the prince insisted, and when Cinderella slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly. Overjoyed, the prince recognized Cinderella as the girl from the ball. He took her hand and declared her his true love, asking her to marry him. Cinderella's heart overflowed with happiness, and she accepted his proposal without hesitation. The prince and Cinderella were married, and the kingdom rejoiced at their union. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters, full of envy, watched as she rode away to the palace, leaving their lives of wickedness behind. From that day forward, Cinderella lived in happiness, surrounded by love and kindness. And so, the tale of Cinderella serves as a reminder that even in the face of hardship, kindness, and a pure heart can lead one to a happily ever after.